Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade, not financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very high risk. So 7 o'clock, just turned 7 o'clock. So let's see if we get any plays. AIB had a nice flush right before we went on live. PDYN. Y'all are quicker than me. I'm not taking long in this market regardless, but let me see what it is. My computer's lagging a little bit this morning. Okay. Yeah, U.S. Navy to develop low-cost hypersonic missile. Yeah, I mean, it is probably out of all the themes, probably one of the hottest themes. But even this news hasn't been holding up very well. So I'm probably not going to short it, but there's probably a play here. Let's see what the daily. Sorry, I'm dragging a little bit. Freaking stayed up too late last night. Let's see, so it's pumping. They're really super strong levels I see on it though. Let's see. $39 million float, 359 million market cap. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. But yeah, it might not be a bad long, like you were saying. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find something else. PERF, a little pump. I don't know much about it though. PERF. Chinese. No, it's not Chinese. I think that's Taiwan. But 160 million market cap. But I'm not really interested in this one either. PDYN's pushing a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to short it with that news, but again, it's not the right market conditions for me to consider a long, but it might be a decent one, and it has some room on the chart to run, I think. This area might give it a little bit of trouble, but if it can break past it can go to 10 pretty easy, I think. When I say this level, like this kind of current range, 780 to 820. So I'm gonna chill for now. Sit on my hands. PDYN, little drop here. Wouldn't be surprised if it bounces a little bit though, since there's a 200 MVWAP. But like I said, the market's been pretty weak, so I also wouldn't be surprised if it flushes. Good morning. Solid flush on BDYN so far. Good morning, good morning. Again, guys, if I'm not very upbeat today, I stayed up way too late last night. Just a few hours ago, honestly. So probably not going to be a long stream. Probably not going to force a lot of trades, but we'll find something. The PDYN ended up being a pretty solid flush. bigger market cap, decent news or solid news that fits a theme. So I avoided, but it flushed pretty nicely. Party last night, a little too hard. My wife works night shift. She's always looking for a reason to rage. Morning, morning. But yeah, we celebrated St. Patty's. Closed down some places. But I wake up when I get my oh my god, you make me feel old. we yeah, we if a wife loves St. Patty's Day for some reason. I don't even know why. I can't even. She said it's like one of her favorite holidays. She's Romanian too. I don't get it. Never inquired why. But we'll find a play here a little bit. I'm just not gonna force anything. GMPX, is it moving now? When I get my first adrenaline rush, I'll wake up. I get an exciting play. It's usually how it works. What's KC? What was that one that we played in after hours that wasn't moving much? Tom, I think you held it overnight. What was that play? I was curious to know how that one ended up. What was that? Yep, HIT. Look at y'all. Y'all are... So it did fade some. Still, for the most part, it held its gains, though. That's what I was scared of when we were playing it after hours. Once these bigger market caps, a little bit bigger float, once they lose liquidity, they kind of just stall. But it did drop a little bit, so that's good. But yeah, yesterday after hours was trash. Or I missed all the plays, but I don't think there was very many. We had like 2 hot sessions in a row, like super hot, and then went back to pretty slow. Yeah, and a lot of people in the group called that one too. I was impressed. Like a few people played it off, and we talked about it on the after hour stream, but I didn't play it when it finally pushed because, again, I was done trading for the day. But I saw a lot of y'all close down here. I'm like, geez, y'all called the full move. Impressive stuff. Yeah, that was the play of the day, or play of the after hours. Do we get a play now? CGTL. Okay. Grabbing locates. Hong Kong. Pivot and 200 right here. Might have missed it. And I missed it. $120, it looked like it topped out about 129, 128. Still up. It says it's up 45%. It doesn't look like it based on the chart, but thinking this is a no news pump. I'm not seeing any new PRs come out unless there was one at 7 that I missed. Yeah, same. I didn't catch it. Probably round trip, honestly. Probably not even a bad entry here, but I'm not going to chase. But it keeps dropping. Let's see what it does at 1. If we get a retest, I'll play it. But be surprised if we get back over 110. Your Twitter fingers. Seeing some decent size on the ask. Yeah, they're about to walk it down, I think. Yeah, they're gonna push it down. Honestly, kind of tempted to slam it here, but I'm not going. I think I'm gonna sit on my hands. But it looks like I've seen this action before where the ask just keeps following it down, digit by digit, a bigger size, trying to walk it down. But let's see. Getting pushed down. Success Logic. Are you planning on attending the next event the Friendly Bear puts on? If so, I'd like to attend the same schedule. Yeah, no, probably. He's having one, honestly, I think around this time. In Argentina, I believe he reached out about, but I don't like long flights. But the next domestic one he has, I'll probably be there. But yeah, I'll let you know for sure in advance. Boom, there's that big flush. But yeah, no, it was a nice little get together. Like I said, it was mostly futures traders. He invited Tom last time, so I showed up and there was a decent turnout. Of course, I was late. I'm always late. And we missed our original flight. Self-inflicted wound though. That was on us. But yeah, so I got there. I was like, wow, there's a bunch of short sellers here, and then like 90% of them were futures traders because that Tom guy was there. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'll let you know. It was a good event though. Made me realize I didn't want to be a futures trader though. I can tell you that. And nothing wrong with it if any of y'all do that, but I'm gonna stick with what I know. Let me know if y'all see anything else. Nice flush. Beautiful flush off 129. Oh, you took it 126 to 106. Nice job, Carl. You played it well, bro. Obviously, it's dropped a lot more since then, but I would have probably at least covered around there since VWAP was there. But Yeah, no, true. And again, I tried a lot, but I didn't really get into futures. I preferred losing my money going long small caps and options in the beginning instead of futures. It's a good way to describe it. Futures feel like you expect something from your wife, which will most likely not happen if you bet on it. That's hilarious. Yeah, who knows? There might be a bear Wall Street one day. Whenever I focus entirely on trading. This month mainly is focused on finishing up one of these properties, and then I have my big projects for next month is going to be the Bear Wall Street, get that course built, um, focus on the group, and then April, just build from there as well. It's real estate's taking up real estate in my head too, so I'm ready for these projects to be done. No more houses for a little bit. How long do you actually trade each day? Mostly these live stream, and then I'm just casually trade from there. Like if plays appear, I'm trying to cut back honestly, just because I got other things going on. But like I said, next month, going forward, I'll probably trade more. But yeah, some days I don't know, we trade all day. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but like yesterday, I called. Oh yeah, so yesterday I was done. I ended up making 7K yesterday because of you. I can't remember any of these tickers. Gosh, my memory's so bad. What was that nasty one that flush? That open? We kill it. And I walked the group through that one too. UCAR. UCAR. I was like, hey, this is one of my favorite setups. Um, Multiple green halts in a row. Wait for the first red candle to halt down. Snuck in an order at 156. Wrote it all the way down to 98. I love these halt plays. Tell all my secrets on here, but if you see 2, 3, 4 green halts in a row, most people scared of that, and rightfully so. Short selling's risky, but when it flips red like that, I'll try to sneak an order in right before it halts down. Got in one at 156 and just wrote it down. Pretty good share size too. So that I was done by 10, and I didn't trade again until after hours yesterday. So it really depends, but I'm trying to trade less, but I love trading. So sometimes I trade all day. It kind of depends where I'm at on the day. Probably should have more set. PERF. Little retest here. What's the story? Yeah, maybe not a bad play, but I'm gonna pass on it. I want a new pop. Basically like the ones I've missed so far. Nice flush. Doesn't look, the candles don't look very liquid, but it's got a 500,000 shares traded on it, so it's not terrible. Doesn't look very liquid though. So do you have like alerts set up, or you just open on your computer? Honestly, so this is what, before the Discord, I would just have alerts on my phone, but now that we have the Discord, I usually just uh, see what people are saying in the chat. I mean, I'll have my alerts on too, but the Discord is where I get most of my plays these days to see what everyone's talking about. People are quick in there. But yeah, I'll have my alerts on. I'm just not staring at screens all day. So if I'm doing like W2 stuff or whatever, I'll have my alerts on whenever something pushes on trade ideas. And then I'll pull it up and see if I want to play it. Especially in this market, because there's not just a lot of plays. But whenever it heats up again, I might, lock in a little bit more. But it's kind of sporadic. But I've been trading after hours almost every day. We do a live stream in the Discord. Like I said, it did heat up for a little bit, but been a little slow last couple sessions, and very slow yesterday. And that's really my favorite time to trade. And I don't know if y'all remember, some of y'all that's been here for a while, I was saying like some stats were showing like 75 to 80% of my profit was actually coming from intraday. It's starting to flip. I've actually been making a decent amount more in pre-market lately. And that happens. I've seen this before. It just depends on the market. I like pre-market better, so it's just quicker money. Quick pops, where I'm playing a little more strategic intraday. I'm like playing backside moves, VWAP, lower highs, whatever. Where pre-market, I really just like, I mean, I'll trade other than this, but y'all know those first initial pops, trying to find a good level, short it, catch a quick move down. It's my favorite, and that's kind of how I started short selling, was that exact move. And then I just added 2 there. But we've been in a pretty long phase where pre-market hasn't been super hot though. Like we'll get little spurts here and there where it heats up, but it's been a while since we've seen a hot pre-market, in my opinion. NASCAR might say something different. PERF, perfect 200s, according to J Money. Yeah, they're stacked up right here. Yeah, there's a good little scalp there, but it's trading a little illiquid for me. I don't really love it just yet, but still could have caught a move there. PDYN hanging out. No, I actually took the halt play on TradeZero. So since this one was so liquid, I wasn't too concerned with it. The reason I got it for Trade the Pool is for those like low liquidity, like just halt, and they just like the sketchy halts where they just keep halting up. This one had so much liquidity, I wasn't really concerned with this one just like gapping up crazy, because there was so many people already in this thing. And when they're very liquid and they're halting like this, again, not financial advice and anything can happen, you usually don't see these big gaps. Just kind of what you see, like it just, maybe skips a few cents or whatever. But when they're low liquidity, they can skip dollars, and many dollars. I was wondering if you caught that, J Money. But yeah, I took it on TradeZero. And I'm glad I did. I banked on this one. Should have held, probably. But I was content with 156 to 98. I think I was in 6,000 shares, something like, I think it was 5,000 shares. Yeah, I agree. It really lost its super hot cycle after September. Yeah, when it comes back, I might regret it, because I don't mind these slower markets either. I actually usually do better in slower markets, but there just hasn't been a ton of plays. But I've gotten pickier over the years too. So PERF pushing towards 200 again, 165 million market cap. So I'm probably going to turn this one down too. But again, if y'all play it, no judgment. It's just not for me. Did this one even have news? Because it looks like it, yeah. Non-binding going private proposal. It's non-binding, but the chart's telling me it might push a little, but let's see. As of right now, the 200s are holding strong. Yeah, I like non-binding. I more just don't like the chart. It's trading like it's illiquid, and it has almost 900,000 shares traded, but it's more just don't like the price action on this one. But yeah, non-binding, and we're at some 200s, so if it gets a little more volume, I might play it. But it feels like it's just the way it's trading is just pretty. I would guess it was less than 900,000 shares. SMA. I back tested it was a while ago. SMA had more rejections than the EMA, surprisingly, but they respond basically the same. I think it just matters which time frame you choose. But I've always had the most success with the 200 SMA daily rejection zone. And then I back tested it on TradeZero, and it had the same data. Better, more likely to reject off the 200 SMA. But the 200 EMA was not that far behind. Which is, I thought was interesting because a lot of the most traders talk about EMAs. But again, I might do that back test again, see if the data still stays the same. But yeah, what was it, July? Y'all have heard me say this, only had, like one red month last month or last year, and that was in March, but still summer I struggled at times. I remember I started one, and this was I was trading a little bit bigger than I do now, not much, but a little bit bigger. I remember I started the month out just way down, like 20K plus, and I wanted to just like lock into only trading like A setups, and I just like waited for these 200 setups intraday and dug myself out of the hole just trading those. And then I went back to being more picky, or or I guess less picky is what I meant to say, and trading more. But it's a pretty good play, especially if they're really extended in hot markets. If there's a big gap up to it, ARTL's pushing, because the bigger the move it needs to get to the 200, the more I like it. ARTL. I'm gonna grab some locates on this. Nano float. I think this one will pump, guys. There might be a play, but let me see what the daily looks like. Oh, there's a gap. 9 will be interesting. Third-party fully funded clinical study agreement. It's just a pilot study. Enters a definite investigator-initiated study agreement with Belfast Health and Social Care Trust to evaluate oral whatever and glaucoma and hypertension. Yeah, I got shares pretty quick on it. Look like it's gonna flush. Probably missed this one too. They're missing all of them today, but I wanted this one to come to me since it's the lower float. Nice move though. Yeah, I'm missing a lot too. I knew I'd be dragging today though. Like I said, I didn't get much sleep, but it's, and a lot of these rules I have are mostly around hot markets, and the market we've been in the last week or two. Again, not financial advice, but I would probably have made more money if I just shorted everything that popped, because regardless of float, news, whatever, most all of them have just been collapsing. And this one looks like it's going to do the same. It's going down. You use the SMAs 10, 20, 50, 200, yeah, all those except it's 9 and I think it's 21, not 20. No, it's 9, 20, 50, and 200. I don't use the 100. Did you say 100? No, you didn't. Yeah, you got it right. The only difference is used the 9 instead of 10. How did you avoid CREG yesterday? I wasn't trading during that time, but should I have avoided that one? Because I think that one was a good play. It is another example of them acknowledging 200. So first rejection off the 200, second rejection off the 200, then it decided to break it, couldn't hold above the 200 EMA, then it eventually collapsed. A lot of people in the group banked on this play too, but I wasn't trading during this time. Because again, I wrapped up yesterday after I hit that big UCAR trade and then just waited to come back after hours. Yeah, I'm being a little too, I'm letting a little too many of them slide today. I'm missing them all. Yeah, and I remember y'all talking about it, and I pulled it up, and I'm a little annoyed I didn't play it right here. I was like, man, this might be a good backside fade, and boy, did it. I didn't really expect it to go to 80 cents, but ARTL trying to fight back a little bit. So again, I don't think it's a long market, and here we go, but I wouldn't be surprised if it tries a little move here. Yeah, no, a lot of y'all were talking about it. Did you end up hitting it, J Money? I can't remember. I know you were calling it out. Oh my gosh. They broke it, or the broker blocked it. They broke it. Broker blocked it. Looks like we might get a little VWAP fill here. Let's see how it plays out. But yeah, being a little slow today. Don't want to force something. But I should have called ARTL. I wanted it at 9 though. 9 would have been the top part of the gap fill. I would have felt pretty good up there, but still a decent one to scale into. And again, a lot of this cautiousness comes from when it's hot markets, like these nano floats. You have to be super careful with, but again, almost everything is flooding. Like it's crazy how like everything's flushing. Except for PDYN. But this was a bigger market cap. This is what they typically do. Big push. Sometimes they fade, but a lot of times they trade sideways. Can't believe that didn't rip. Yeah, not very many things is ripping. That's what I'm saying. I'm probably being a little too cautious sitting on my heads because A lot of these more strict rules are for the hot market, but in this market, it's almost just get in and see if it flushes, because almost every day they just all flush, especially the early pops. Someone let me know that Ross and the boys are on ARTL, so that's probably the reason it hasn't collapsed yet. Trying to send it, I think. I'm a long trader. The last few months have been actual hell, and I bet it has. It's nothing's really holding, and the moves are quick, and then they're over. Y'all will have y'all's time here soon, probably in the summer. Jay Money said, "Come on over to the dark side." Yeah, no, for real. When it heats up, though, again, I do better in like mediocre warm. I don't do as well in like super hot, being a front side trader, but um, there's so many opportunities whenever it's hot markets, though, for longs and shorts. They've, once they make a massive move, there's a long ways to fall. Longs, they get to eat too, because the moves will sustain a little bit longer, but you do have to adjust your strategy a little bit, especially being front side. It's just with everything, just don't get too heavy too early. If you're a scaler, that's kind of the trick. If not, find strong levels, and when your thesis is wrong, you gotta cut. But we'll go through it together. It'll be a nice change. Lukewarm market, yeah, medium well. But that's where shorts get into trouble too in those markets. The blindly averaging up game that people think it's a strategy, sometimes get destroyed. ARTL, luck is curling a little bit, but yeah, all cash so far, no trades. Again, and I would still play ARTL if it does get to 9. I think that's a pretty big ask at this point, but if it breaks over 7, it could push. Eight o'clock is in 2 minutes, so let's see if we get some PRs. Never had a live stream where I haven't taken a trade, so I doubt that's going to happen today, but which is a crazy stat. I don't know if it's a good stat, but it's a crazy one. You usually find something to jump into. Yeah, J Money, I wanted to see it around 9. A little bit closer to 9. I hope we get it at 8 a.m. because might get some money rotation too. But I don't know if we're going to get it. We'll see. Again, this market that we're currently in, it's just, I don't know if we're going to see that strong of a move. But if Ross and them stalking it, maybe. Yeah, I'd like to get another play since the cost to borrow is high, because probably a lot of y'all don't even have locates on it. I don't know what that means when it says it's stacking. Maybe somebody else will know. Thought they were just making it up. Yeah, I bet they're hungry. And broke too. Broke and hungry. So 8 o'clock, let's see what kind of PRs we get. Those are the most dangerous. Okay, 8 o'clock PRs coming in. VMAR. Okay. Pull up the daily. Oh, we pumping. And we flushing. I missed this one too.
ARTL.
That's hilarious, Jay Money. That tells you all you need to know about this company. This thing is just going straight down. OVID. What is this level I have drawn here? Oh, bottom of a, is that a gap fill? Yeah. So the gap's at 3. I'm seeing wicks down here. I'm gonna watch it. Man, not much, not many PRs. Or not very many moves, but we get some more still coming in. AKTX, but it doesn't look like that's gonna do anything. PDYN. Broke a new high. There's those larger cap I talk about. Very typical move. There's your one example, J Money. If you hang out enough, I'll show you one every day. OVID. Let's see if it makes a retest here. At that level, like you said, it rejected off 290. So I might wait for it to see if it pushes to 290, $3, but don't love it too much before then. ARTL, still can't decide what it's going to do. Yeah, PDYN, it has probably the best PR of the day. That's why I avoided it initially, and a little bit bigger market cap. So let's see what it does. But right now it's struggling to hold over the initial wick at 788. Yeah, I know. ARTL, it's hard to borrow. It's tiny float. ARTL just pumped out another PR. 807. Or is this delayed? This might pump. They better pump this again. I wonder if I'd take a long. I don't. Again, this is not the market conditions, but they're trying to send it. Yep. Look. Double PRs. Yeah, that was a long. Let's see if it holds. Double PR, low float. If we were in a hot market, I would have jumped in when I said that. But again, I am not taking longs in this market. I'm not good enough of a long trader to do that. I'll just donate to the market. Yeah, OVID. I'll pull that one back up. It does have, that's what we were talking about. So we have some wicks down around this 260 level, then from 290 to 3 would be the best entry on this one probably. Dang, still haven't been taking a trade. There's been opportunity. Not a ton, but there's been some plays. I've just been too slow today. And I had a good day yesterday, so I'm just kind of like chilling. I want to take a trade though. But if I don't see one, I don't see one. Maybe ARTL if it gets to 9. I got some locates quick on this one, but well, I was about to say unfortunately only 1,000 shares. But if it gets up to 9, that'll be a 9K position. That'll be enough. I wouldn't want to go too much heavier on a tiny float like this. So yeah, 9 to 950. Honestly, 10. I wouldn't enter 1,000 right at. I'd probably get my first entry 890-ish, and then another stab 945, and then the biggest size maybe like 995. But we'll see if we get there. Again, only have 1,000 shares, so like I think that's all I need for this one. Even in hot market, the ARTL news isn't exciting enough for that move. I don't even know what the news was. In hot market, I mean, sometimes it don't have to make sense though either. Hot markets, you'll see 500% moves, and you're just like scratching your head sometimes. Well, I already forgot what the PR was. Let me see. Yeah, to your point though, it's mostly the float. And somebody texted me and said Ross has been stalking it, trading it. No, you're right. The news is relatively weak because it's not even phase one or anything. They had 3 PRs I'm seeing. Oh no, maybe just 2. But yeah, retail bulls are desperate for a runner right now. And again, I don't even mean that in a bad way. Like, I would be too. Triple crown of PRs. Let me know when Ross secures his profit. Like I said, that little level might hold up to the wick down. I know as soon as I said something about the gap fill being right here, we got some comments about this is the level, and I totally get that. It pushed here, but these random wicks down, it's done it like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Like, it's still relevant, so it's kind of why I brought that one up. So it's flushing off it for now, but if it did get back to the stronger level, like we were talking earlier, the 293, that's the one I probably would have played. But as of now, I don't really think it's going to get there. And I say I haven't had a live stream where I didn't take a trade. I might be wrong, but I don't think I have. But we're getting close here, and I'm not going to stream too much past 8:30 today. Knowing how Ross trades, he probably jumped in at 8:07 candle on the 10-second chart. Yeah, probably. He's good at that. I don't even know how to pull up a 10-second chart. just I don't have to be that quick with my entries. Let's see. We got 10 seconds. No, I don't even have that. I'm not allowed. GANX just released a PR. This one might move. Phase 1. I'll short it if it does. As of right now, it's not moving. And it probably is not going to. All right, I'm getting, so once we get a little closer to 9, I might try to start taking, I'm gonna scale in all the way up to 10. If it holds and breaks 10, I'll probably be done with it. Yeah, the again, it's the float is only 700,000. So at this point, if you wait to secure locates, um, they're going to be pricey for sure. Supply and demand. There's not very many shares on this guy. But 33 cents per share is wild. That's pricey. What is that for 1,000? 330? Jeez. That's a lot. And I really, so I got my orders set. First one's at $8.95. Then let me go and set this other one. Then $9.45 is the next entry, and then last one $9.95. $33 for 1K. I think it's 330. Yeah. I'm surprised your broker will even let you in it, J Money. That's kind of been the trend lately. I feel like you missed out on some decent plays. And sadly, some of them were your calls. But yes, that's not that terrible. 16 cents. Only 160. But even TradeZero was, for a little bit, there's a bunch of liquidate only plays, so man, I'm gonna hang out, see if there's any 830 PRs, but I basically missed all the plays today. Dragon. I don't think we won't get that gap fill. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a quick short on ARTL. I went to what they do with Josh Allen. Like, apparently Josh Allen has this like crazy streak of never missing a game, and then like I saw them do this before where they'll put him in for like one play just to keep the streak going. I might do that. Since I have locates. Like 10 shares, yeah, exactly. You don't have to know the whole story. Nah, I don't. You gotta pad those stats. Nah, I don't like being misleading like that. If there's not a play, I'm just not gonna take one. But there has been plays, just been a little slow. But again, these rules, y'all see why I have some of these rules for the newbies when it gets hot. I probably should have slacked off and just blindly shortened everything lately. I would have made more money, but this has been a very bear-friendly market for sure. And the reason I keep saying that, guys, is because like I think we have a massive edge. I haven't had a red day this month, and I'm having a great month. But I also like to be realistic with y'all. This has been very short selling friendly conditions as well. But again, last time the market got hot, the group was banking. Like, we've had some historic numbers last summer from some of the members, some of the OG members especially. Like I said, I struggled a little bit at times, but there's a lot of opportunity when it heats up. So 8:30, 7 minutes away. That'll be the last PR drop time frame. I'm not gonna live till 9:30. Like I said, I might actually go back, take a nap before my W2 starts. Ordo, you pissed him off, J Money. Remember he got in a little. What were we talking about? Moving averages? Yeah. You're not everybody's cup of tea, J Money. Either they love you or they hate you. But I was actually on your side with this one, J Money. He was it was about the moving averages. I like my moving averages. BATL. I'm happy to have you around, J Money. Especially when after hours heats up. That's when you're the most valuable. BATL popping. Is USO moving? Yeah, BATL is pushing. If we get Denny, are you on? This is your BFL. Denny's made a killing off this ticker. My God. Yeah, I'm not playing BATL today. You already made too much off of it. The Denny destroyed this many, many days. If it gets to 14, I might play it though. It's a little bigger on the market cap, but 220. Yeah, J Money. Ordo's a good guy, but definitely we didn't see eye to eye about the moving averages, but that happens. We all have our own theories. That's the cool thing about trading. The gurus, the public people that say you have to do things this, and this way, those are the ones that rub me the wrong way, because we all got different strategies. Like I said, if I listened to everybody, I wouldn't have a strategy. They say don't short sell. They say don't short on the front side. They say don't short halts. You know, don't average up. Like, I basically do it all the no-nos. And I've made very well doing that. So good point, PR. Yeah, closed-minded, and they're trying to sell you their little, this is the only way you'll succeed type of whatever their sales pitch is. BATL doesn't look like it's going to get to 14 though. Looks like this one's crowning a little bit. It cannot hold. It might be getting ready for backside. I'm not going to mess with it though, but it cannot hold over 740. It'll just wick up and come back down. Next wick up, I might take it. I like this. I like the way it's looking, to be honest. Use these locates, especially since 8:30 is right around the corner. We might get another PR. Y'all probably think I'm crazy to take a position right here, but I am tempted. I'm gonna take a starter here. And then if it pushes to 8, I'm gonna add. All right, 8:30s in a few seconds. Let's see if we get some money rotation. Took a small position, very small. And let's see, there's a decent amount of PRs coming in. There we go. I wish I wouldn't have been very small though, but let's go. Trimming here. Trimming. And now I'm just gonna let's go. Gosh, I wish I would have slammed it now. Streak stays alive. It does. I didn't force it though. Not patent stats. I liked it. And the main reason is just the 5-minute. Like, see how it's it just couldn't hold past 740 for whatever reason. And 8:30 usually get the money rotation. So took a chance. Worked out this time. Still holding a couple runners though. Just annoyed I didn't go a little heavier. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything though. If we would have got, there we go. Just holding at this point, it's breaking down. But again, I only entered 400 shares, so very small position. because I thought it might push to 8 too, but I'll take it. If something else was running right now, I would just hold it, but without anything else still in attention, we might get some dip buyers here, so I might end up closing it. Let's see though, I'm gonna watch price action for a second. I'm seeing a big order on the bid. Somebody's gonna try to buy the bid, so I went ahead and just closed it. Again, didn't really make that much on it, but the streak continues. And again, it's sometimes these live streams aren't even really about like of course I want to make money, but glad I can at least talk through why I do certain things. So dang, yeah. Not seeing anything though. But yeah, I'm out of ARTL. Probably should keep some runners, but without anything moving, I think we might see some dip buyers. Can you say your trims and at what price? The last one was 673, so let me see what the other ones were. So I got in at 741, trimmed at 673, then I trimmed at 706 and 683. But honestly, those were just random. As it was going down, I was just taking profit. Like I said, I didn't make that much on it. Not one to brag about, but had the right thesis, just didn't add enough size on it. And again, the reason why I'm not holding, it still could flush, and there's a good chance it flushes, but nothing else is moving, so I wouldn't be surprised if right here at the top of this, and that's kind of where it stopped actually, if we start getting some dip buyers, because it's a low float, nothing else is moving, longs want to play. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to make it pop. But if there was a strong, another low float, strong PR right now, and something started pushing really hard, oh, I would have just held for the whole move. But I didn't see anything else moving, so. But again, it still could drop. I'm not saying it's not going to. RNXT, $10 million private placement. Sometimes this news will make tickers push. 10 million is not that big, but it's a pretty cheap stock. RNXT. Market cap 35 million. But I don't think it's going to do anything. But again, even with this sizing, again, y'all, this is the hardest part to teach, and I get asked this all the time in the Discord, which is fine, about how I decide to enter. Like yesterday, whenever I entered 5,000 shares versus just 400 there, it's all about conviction. So again, if I'm not confident in ARTL, I knew I couldn't get more locates too. So if I use all 1,000 here and it pushed to 8, then I feel like a clown because I can't average up. So when I know I can't get more locates, it changes how I trade a little bit, especially sizing. This looks like this might be the start of a downtrend though, right here on OVID. AIM. Hadn't hit any of my scanners yet. Ooh, I want to see it push a little bit more, but that's a decent move. Tiny market cap, love it. Just would like to see it push a little bit more. But how many shares at each trim? 100, 100, 200. So my last trim was 200. I'll try to start talking through it a little bit more. I forget, y'all, I mean, y'all can't see my mobile, but I'm speaking through it on the chart, but I'll try to be more specific with the exact number. One day I'll go to trading desktop, so hopefully y'all can see exactly, but I'm gonna be selfish. I love trading mobile, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Because that decision would be based on y'all, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing for now. OVID, flushing. I'd like to see AIM push a little bit here. And again, I didn't mean that in like necessarily a bad way, but like again, I'm satisfied with trading mobile. So I just don't want to make a change right now. But again, I've been in like real estate mode lately. Starting next month, I'm gonna be focused on growing the Bear of Wall Street, dialing in my trading, potentially going heavier. There's a lot of distractions in my life right now. W2 is kind of crazy, so maybe that's when I transition. But right now, I'm sticking with mobile. AIM pushing here. Still want to see it push a little bit more. It's just not up very much. But we're flirting with 20% now. Might start scaling in here soon though. Let's see, what's the news? Announces final approval, a novel cancer therapy patent. Oh, I like patent news, but I don't like that it says cancer in it though, therapy patent news, but I'm on, okay, there we go. Let me get my locates. Hurry. Okay, I'm slamming it all the way up to $1. It's off the screen, but I'm playing it up to $1. So I need to do a better job. So I got my first entry 93, my next one at 94, and then I hit it again now. So I'm in it. So I'm in 3,000 shares. It's pushing over 1, which is fine. This is patent news. It rarely sustains. But it does have did it have FDA in the title? You gotta be careful about that. And it's after 8:30. But slammed it again. I got one at ad at 103. So in 3,000 shares, or 4,000, my bad. Ooh, we pushing. That's okay though. It's a cheap ticker, so I can keep adding shares, grabbing locates. I'm gonna scale into this one. I might regret it, but let's see. Let's see what the daily looks like. Yeah, I like it up here. A lot of congestion. Y'all know I like patent news. It usually doesn't sustain. The part that concerns me with this one a little bit is, oh, they don't have FDA approval in the name. Final approval. Yeah, I'm gonna keep adding as it pushes. So my next order is waiting at 115 if it gets there. And it did. Next order is gonna be at 119. It did. Whoo! Getting heavy on it. And then my last one will probably be 129. Glad I didn't get in at 80 cents. Started scaling in the high or in the mid 90s. Announces final approval of novel cancer therapy patent. Oh, it's in Japan too. Yeah. All right. We're falling now. Trimmed a little there at 106. Got my size down. Trimmed a little more. So I'm back to only 3,000 shares. So I trimmed some at break even. My average was crap. Was 107, but trimmed a little there at break even, just so if it keeps pushing, I can add more. So next add again will be 119, and then the next one will be 129. Yeah, I got a tad bit early, but again, it's patent news. I like it. They typically will make a strong pop, and then they usually give back, but especially patent news in Japan. Yeah, I didn't have. Let's see if I have trouble getting shares now. I got a lot in the beginning, but oh no, I can't even get any more now. I don't like that. That's usually bullish. Yeah, I secured a bunch in the beginning. Sorry, guys. I grabbed them all. Well, not in the beginning, but that second, I just typed in 5K and got it at 5,000 because I knew I was about to start scaling into it. The first couple only got 1,000, 2,000, 2,000. Then I got 5,000 more just in case I needed them. But that third round they were expensive. Come on, get my 119 fill here. Oh, don't fail before that because that's going to help my average a lot if I get this 119 fill. So 119 and 129. Got my 119 fill finally. But yeah, just hanging out with this one. Like I said, I like patent news, so um, I think we'll get a little flush. And the fact that it's, oh, let's go. There we go. Trimming, trimming. Let's go. I was just saying it. All right, trimmed way down there, under $1. Still holding a couple thousand, but I'm gonna trim as it goes down. I know y'all like for me to call out the number, but I'm just slapping cover. So 95, I just filled. About to cover some here at 93. And I might just close it completely out here and just call it a session. There you go. I'm out. 95 again. So that's why I like patent news. Very typical patent news price action. Strong pop. Got in a little early, but averaged up. You'll usually see, again, not financial advice, this is how I trade these. You'll usually see an initial strong move, and then I'm not going to say it flushes nasty like this every time, but it doesn't sustain. But just think about the last time you've seen like a multi-day run on patent news. You probably never seen that. So they just, I don't know what it is about patent news. It rarely holds up. But on that note, yeah. But on that note, I'm probably going to wrap up. So was I the only one that hit that? So nobody else was able to get locates? No shares to trade. Even TradeZero? Denny, were you serious? It was $1,200 for 1,000 shares? I mean, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I paid a lot for them. I know Denny always says I'm favored. Maybe since I'm affiliate, I don't know, but like I do. And again, the first thing I do always, the problem is y'all don't see my fees. So my fees, so like I do get locates first thing I do. So there are times that I don't get, fills. So I waste money doing that at times, but like $25 for 100 shares. I paid $25 for 1,000 shares. Because that last 5,000 I grabbed, I did pay 120 for them, but I'm selling them back. Maybe I'll get some money back. Oh, you got them super early as well, yeah. So let me sell these back, see if I can get some money. That's one thing you can do with TradeZero. You can sell your locates back. And there's a good chance this round trips. I honestly should have held some, especially with how much I paid in locates. I hit the trade, it worked out, but with fees and everything and locates, I didn't make that much on it. So hopefully TradeZero will give me something back. Well, they will give me something back for these locates. Oh my gosh. Mine's not even single use. It's not short sale restricted, I don't think. No, it doesn't. I don't have that SSR thing. Yeah, that's about my price range. And when I first grabbed them, Stefan, thanks for making me feel like I'm not crazy. So you don't think I'm like lying to y'all. But anyways, I'm probably gonna wrap up at this point. Because Stefan uses TradeZero too. I know you use TZ1 in the group, but didn't hit very many trades today. And like I said, my fees are a little high because that last 5,000 I secured on AIM, I did pay a little over $100 for those, but I'm gonna sell those back. TradeZero give me something for them. And the only other trade I took was ARTL, and I'm probably, well, 9 o'clock is 8 minutes away. I'll hang out another 8 minutes, but I'm probably gonna wrap up here soon though. Actually, I don't do as well with the 9 o'clock pop, so I'm gonna wrap up. But anyways, I will be back. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, I'll be back on the stream tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'll see if I can do a longer session tomorrow too. I'll try to get some sleep tonight because I got a lot of good feedback about when I do the live streams into market open. So I'll try to start doing some more of those. But on that note, guys, 2 for 2 today. I'll take it. And for the Discord guys, I will see y'all there. Appreciate it.